No, but seriously, Liam, I earn a decent salary. I'm not buying luxury handbags. And yet, on the 25th of every month, my account is basically empty. Where does it all go?
The classic money problem. I don't waste money, but I have none left. Sophia, I promise you, it's not a mystery. And the good news is, systems can be fixed.
Okay, that's a relief. I thought you'd say I'm just bad with money.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Real English, the show where we learn English for real, everyday life. I'm Liam.
And I'm Sophia, today playing the role of person who genuinely needs this money advice.
So here's the plan. Sophia's got a very common money problem, and I'm going to walk her through fixing it, step by step. And you'll pick up the English and the money tips at the same time.
2 skills in 1 episode. Excellent.
All right, let's start by understanding the problem itself, because it's simpler than people think. With money, there are really only 2 directions. Money comes in and money goes out.
Could you please elaborate on money in for me?
Sure, money in is everything you receive. For most people, that's your salary, the money from your job, even pocket money for a student. It's your income.
So my salary is my income, my money in, and money out is everything I spend?
Exactly. Rent, food, transport, coffee, subscriptions, all of it is money out. Now, the money you have left after the essentials, the money you're actually free to save or spend as you like, that's called your disposable income.
Oh, it's the free money after the important bills are paid.
Right. And here's your problem. What goes out is almost exactly what comes in. They're practically the same number. So by the end of the month, there's nothing left behind.
So I don't need to spend less. I need to keep more.
So let me ask you this. Of everything you spent money on last month, how much of it could you honestly have skipped?
Less than I'd like to admit. But some of it, definitely.
And that some of it is your gap. Your spending splits into 2 things you need, like food and rent, and the things you just want, like a fancy dinner or a €4 coffee every single day.
So I don't have to give up everything I love? I just look hard at my wants.
Exactly. Keep what you love. Just find a cheaper way to get the same pleasure.
Oh, sounds good.
So here's what I've got for you, Sophia. 5 small habits. In fact, let's give them their proper name. Micro habits.
Micro habits, meaning tiny habits?
Small, repeatable actions you barely notice, but that add up over time. Here's the key idea. Most people try to save with willpower, gritting their teeth and forcing it. But willpower runs out. Systems don't. Micro habits are systems.
So instead of forcing myself to spend less, I build small habits that quietly do the work for me.
Exactly. And none of them should make your life worse. If a tip feels like punishment, you'll quit within a week. Good saving is invisible.
Good saving is invisible. I like that. Okay, habit 1.
Yes. Habit 1. Let's start with coffee, since I know you love it.
I do. Please don't tell me to quit coffee. I'll walk out of this studio.
Never. I love it too. And here's the thing. The problem is not the coffee. It's the cafe. Every working day, a €4 coffee. That's roughly 20 a week, over €80 a month.
80 for coffee? Say that again.
€80 a month. But the fix is painless. First option, The thermos commute. You make good coffee at home, pour it into an insulated travel cup, one of those that keeps it hot for hours, and you drink it on the way to work.
Oh, I've got one of those somewhere in a drawer. I can use that.
Yes, dig it out. Honestly, it often tastes better than the lukewarm one you rush through at the counter. And second option, if you genuinely want a coffee out, skip the fancy place. A simple self-service machine, a cheap bakery counter, you will get the same caffeine and a fraction of the price.
So I keep the ritual, I keep the pleasure. I just refuse to pay a premium for it.
That's the whole philosophy of today in one sentence. Keep the joy, drop the markup. Remember it. It comes back again and again.
Good.
Habit 2. Food. Be honest. How often do you order in instead of cooking?
Far too often. I get home, I'm exhausted, I open the delivery app, and it's ordered before I've even taken my coat off.
And that convenience is expensive. 10, 15 a meal. So here's the upgrade. And it's not the boring eat leftovers advice. It's component cooking.
Component cooking? What does that mean?
Instead of cooking one giant single meal, you batch cook neutral bases. A big pot of rice, a tray of roasted potatoes, some cooked chicken or lentils. Think of them as blank canvases.
Blank canvases. So the same rice becomes different things on different days?
Exactly. Monday, that rice is a stir fry. Tuesday, it's a burrito bowl. Wednesday, fried rice with an egg. Same base, completely different meal. Your brain never label it as sad leftovers.
Oh, that's clever. It's not repetition, it's remixing.
Beautifully put. And it defeats the biggest budget killer of all, that I'm too tired, let's just order moment. If the hard part's already done in the fridge, dinner is 10 minutes away, and the temptation loses its power.
So we're basically protecting tired me from herself.
Exactly. Tired you needs all the help she can get. Habit 3 happens at the supermarket. When you shop, do you plan first, Sophia?
I just walk in for milk and bread. And then I walk out with cookies, chocolate, a magazine, and some strange items I will never actually eat.
Oh, so first, the classic fix, a shopping list. Write down your needs, milk, bread, eggs, and at the store, you buy only what's on it.
So the list is a plan. The list keeps me focused and protects from impulse buys. It protects me from the cookies for sure.
Right, but here's a smarter version. Reverse meal planning. Normally, you decide the recipe first, then pay full price for the ingredients.
Yes. I think that is way... right?
Yes, but change this next time. Look at the special offers and the reduced items near their sell-by date, and build your meals around those.
So the discounts decide the menu, not me. Like, if chicken's reduced today, then we're having chicken.
Exactly. It turns shopping into a little game for a week, and you eat well for a fraction of the cost. And then look in your basket and choose 2 things to put back.
A basket audit. I'm literally auditing my own impulses at the checkout.
That's it. Painful for a week, automatic forever after.
You know, Liam, I'm realizing the real enemy this whole time hasn't been shopping. It's been tired me at 8 p.m. and hungry me in the snack aisle.
Yes. Tired you and hungry you are financial disasters.
Everything so far was about spending less. Now let's talk about actually saving.
And here's rule number 1 of the whole episode and our habit 4, is never save at the end of the month.
But that's exactly what I do. I wait to see what's left over, and I save that.
And how much is usually left?
Nothing. There's never anything left.
Right. That's the trap. Save whatever's left and you'll never save because nothing's ever left. So flip it. Pay yourself first.
Pay myself first. Meaning what exactly?
The moment your salary lands, a fixed amount is moved into savings. Before you can see it, before you can spend it. And you make it automatic. You set up a standing order, an instruction to your bank to make the same transfer every month on its own forever.
So on payday, say €50 just quietly leaves, all by itself?
Yes, an automated transfer. Ideally one that earns a little interest, so the money actually grows a bit while it sits there.
So it's out of sight, quietly earning interest, and I can't touch it by accident.
Out of sight, out of temptation. And here's the magic. You never feel deprived because you never saw that money in the first place.
That's genius. I'm not resisting the temptation. I'm removing it before it ever appears.
Sophia, that sentence is basically the whole episode. Removing temptation beats resisting it every single time.
Last habit, Liam.
Yes, habit 5, and it's a fun one. You know the old idea of a piggy bank for spare coins?
Of course. My grandmother had one shaped like a little pink pig. You drop your coins in, and a year later you crack it open, and surprise, there's a small fortune inside.
Exactly. Lovely idea. But now we do the digital version. Most banking apps now have a roundup feature.
A roundup? How does that work?
You buy something for €3.40, it saves 60 cents. You never feel it, but it silently accumulates.
Oh, so my ordinary spending automatically feeds my savings. That's brilliant. A digital jar filling with digital coins.
Exactly. It's your grandmother's piggy bank, rebuilt inside your phone. You barely notice the small amounts, but after a few months, you check it and, just like cracking open the pig, surprise, there's real money in there.
I love that. And if someone still uses cash?
Then the simple version still works beautifully. A real jar on the shelf. Every evening, empty your pocket of coins into it. Old jar or new app, the principle is identical. Save the tiny stuff automatically, and it quietly becomes big.
Save the small, and it becomes big. Got it completely. Okay, this is all landing. But honestly, Liam, saving just for the sake of savings doesn't excite me at all.
Saving with no goal feels like pure sacrifice. So tell me, what's the dream?
Honestly, a proper solo trip. 3 weeks somewhere warm by the sea. Not someday, maybe, actually booked.
Perfect. Then that's your goal. Not savings, your trip. Name the subaccount the trip. Because now, at the checkout, that snack isn't €3 anymore.
It's a piece of my trip. That completely changes the feeling.
Beautiful. Now every habit feeds one real dream. That's what makes it stick.
Before we wrap up, let's run through today's useful English. I'll say each word, and you at home repeat it after me, nice and clear.
I'll join in too. Ready.
First, the essentials. Spend when money leaves your pocket. Save when you keep money for later. Budget, a plan for your money. Cost, how much you must pay for something.
Need, something you must have to live. Want, something you'd like but could live without. Goal, something you're aiming for in the future. Coins, the small, round metal money.
Perfect. Now the more advanced words from today. Micro habit, standing order, automated transfer, impulse buy, sub-account, roundup, interest, disposable income, to reframe.
These are the words you actually need to talk about money like an adult. And notice, so many of them describe systems, not willpower.
You know what, Liam? I feel oddly motivated now. I want to go and set up that standing order tonight.
Then do it tonight. Honestly, that's the best possible time. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Momentum beats perfection. A small start today beats a big plan for someday.
And before we go, we'd love to hear from you. Leave us a comment. What's the one saving habit that actually works for you? The realistic kind, not the cliches.
Or tell us your trip. What are you saving for? A journey, a flat, a car, a rainy day cushion? Naming it out loud makes it real, and writing it in English is brilliant practice too.
And if this helped, please subscribe to Real English and share it with someone who's always broke before payday.
Sometimes it's us. Thank you so much for listening today. Go and be a little kinder to future you.
Bye for now, and we'll see you in the next episode of Real English.